Okay, welcome back to another video here. This one's different. It's another cooking video. Not really cooking, but I saw a video on how to make matcha tea properly, I guess, or not properly. But if you're trying to drink matcha tea and get into it, there's some like conflicting videos and information out there. So basically, I wanted to show you how I make it. I've been drinking it for about 2 years. Once I found out about it, I like it more than coffee, and I would drink it all the time instead of coffee, but it's very expensive. So I'm just gonna walk you through it. So a couple things. The most important thing is to get a good quality matcha tea. So focus here. This is the ceremonial grade. Now apparently that's a made-up thing, just like a Western thing, like sashimi grade fish. There's really no such thing as that. It's another Western thing. But yeah, this brand Aya, I guess you pronounce it, organic, blah blah blah. So there's various different kinds of matchas you can get, but basically, if you're not paying a lot of money for it, it's going to not be good. There's like different qualities of matcha based on like how the plant's grown and which leaves they use. So this one uses really good quality stuff. It's hard to tell. I'll kind of focus there. It's a very bright green and very powdery. So that's what you want to start with. Basically, in Canadian dollars, you want to be paying like probably $1.50 a gram. So this little pod here is 30 grams, and it was $36. So if you're paying less than that, you're probably not getting a good product, because all this stuff gets imported from Japan anyways. So yeah, cheap stuff, just avoid it. It does not taste good. It's good for some things like smoothies or like confectionery treats and things, but I don't do that. I just drink it. So the main point of drinking matcha tea is that it has caffeine, but it also has these other compounds in it known as like catechins, I think. Maybe I'm saying that wrong, but basically they're like stress relieving, relaxing, and the thing about the tea is that you drink it with the powder itself. Like you drink the powder too, so you get like fiber, and it's just like a better way to drink your tea. So let's get into it now. Basically, you want to boil some water. I'm going to do that. It's expensive, so you should use filtered water if you're going to boil water. The next thing you're going to need is to measure out your matcha. So I've got a simple little scale here. I put that little spoon on there, and people ask like, how much should I have? I go with 2 grams. Usually is like good enough for me. So you just, put it in there until you're at 2 grams. You can do more, of course. It'll just be more caffeine. So a little over 2 is fine. That's what I normally do. And that means for $30, if you do it at 2 grams each, you'll get 15 drinks out of that. So it's not bad. So the next step is to sift it. So I always thought this as a meme, but if you don't sift it and try it out, it's not going to be very good. So these little sifters I got from the dollar store, you want to double sift it. Now you could just sift it twice, but I bought 2 because they were $1. And basically what I do is I put the matcha in the top sifter, and I just kind of tap and massage it through the holes there. And then when you get to the end here, you'll have more stiffer stuff. So you just keep tapping till it's all the way through. The first one, and then the second one, you'll see that's why you double sift it. See, that would have went through. Then you get through the second sieve. And try to get it in your cup, not like what I'm doing here. First time filming like this, so. Anyway, so that's why you use that. Sifting it makes the powder actually break up and dissolve better. Okay, I'm going to grab the water. So the next important thing is the water has to be a certain temperature. So if it's too hot, it will actually break down those compounds, and you don't want that, because if it's too hot, you're basically deleting all the good stuff. The whole point of having the matcha tea. So too hot's no good. Also, the flavor will be off. So the correct the correct temperature is 80 degrees Celsius, or actually Fahrenheit. No, actually Celsius, 80 degrees Celsius. So you'll see I'm like probably a little above that. Most kettles go to 100. So while that's cooling down a bit, the next part is milk. So I use 2% milk, but if you want to use like whole milk, that would be good. I wouldn't use like a skim milk because you do want some of the fat in there. Helps it dilute better. You don't need to have milk. You can just have matcha without it, but I like it with milk, so that's what I do. So what I do is I put some milk in here, maybe like half a cup, and then I microwave that to heat it up. Usually about like 50 seconds. Now if you have like a steamer where you can steam your own milk, go ahead and do that. I'm just going to heat it up, and I'm going to use this whisk to whisk the milk into like a foam. So let's take a look here. We're at 85 degrees. So here's a trick to cool down your water quicker. You get one of these whiskers. You can kind of spin the water around, and the steam will escape way quicker than normal. And you do this for like 30 seconds, and the temperature will go down below 80. And just make sure you're mixing it all in. And yeah, I don't know if it'll pick up on camera, but there's a lot of steam coming off this water. And just be careful because it can be hot. So the milk's done, and we're below 80 now, so that's good. So another thing you want is a Chasen. So this is, I don't know if I'm saying that right, but they're bamboo. Don't get a fake one. This bamboo one I've had for 2 years. I use it like every day. It's in great shape. So the first thing you do is you just kind of wet it, just so that it's soft. Okay. Next, you want to get a pretty wide mug when you're doing this, and I'll show you why. So I'm just going to pour in a little bit, maybe until there's like half an inch of height. And now I'm going to whisk it with this Chasen thing. Now, I also thought this was a bit of a meme and not worth it, but it's totally worth it. This thing was $25. It's like handmade, and it lasts so long, and it's purposely made for this. So you can see that it's all nice and frothed up, right? That's what you want. So what I do is I just go through the middle. I just stay in the center of the cup and go back and forth. And then I do some like circles to really mix it in. And again, we're not using all the water, just a little bit. And once you're satisfied with the level of froth you've got, you just stop. I just rinse it in the water there, and that's done. And then the next thing you do is grab your milk. And you'll notice those bubbles, they're not going to go anywhere. So you don't have to really rush. Next thing I do is I just come in here and whisk up the milk, maybe like, I don't know, 20 seconds. And then to clean this, I just drop that in the water, and it's good till next time. So in goes the milk and the foam, and you want to like splash it in there so like things mix up a bit. Now I'm going to add the rest of the water. Now I'm going to do not the whole cup, maybe up to there. That's good. And then finally, I'm going to very carefully put this in and just turn it on for a sec, just to give it a mix. And there you have it. Ready to drink, nice and foamy. Ah, beautiful. Perfect temperature, perfect amount of flavor. And yeah, that's how I enjoy it. It's a little bit of a ritual, but it's fun to do, and it makes the whole experience more enjoyable. So anyways, I'm a big shill for matcha. If you guys want to, I mean, I'm not sponsored or anything, obviously, but Yeah, give it a try. If you like coffee, this is the way to go.